right, sir. Good evening, sir. Can you hear me now, sir?
We can hear you.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here again. So I'll start from the first question, which is with the number of governors in APC, can is victory assured? Well, I wouldn't say victory is assured because the purpose of going to an election is for everyone to show their scorecard, campaign to the people. Even though the president has done well in certain areas, there are still areas for improvement. I think we would have to work very hard for victory because research has shown that the number of governors you have doesn't guarantee that a governor can deliver a state. In 2023 elections, we saw so many governors lose elections, both for presidential and their own personal election. So if anyone relies on the fact that APC has 31 governors and that will guarantee victory, I think that person can be said to be an inexperienced person or a politician. So, be that as it may, I believe that victory is not assured, but with hard work, the APC can do very well, especially when the opposition is disunited. The only time an incumbent lost an election in Nigeria was when in 2015 when all the opposition um, figures came together to present President Muhammadu Buhari. But as it's looking now for 2027 election, it's very clear that we are going to have a three-horse race. And that alone portends that victory is almost certain for the APC if the opposition, if they are unable to come together to present a united force. But notwithstanding that, the APC has to work very hard because of the state of the economy to be able to win the election. But if we continue at the pace we are going, the APC will most likely win, not because of 31 number of governors, but because of the disunity in the opposing camp. So that's my answer to question one. Regarding question two, that the question is that some people we're having consensus in Lagos and Ogun State, and what does that portend? Is that the question? What does that portend? Okay, I think the politics in Lagos is very dynamic and is very different because I was hoping that one of the aspirants wouldn't step down. The SMA person, all the other governorship aspirants step down. But just yesterday, I read that the SMA Gold man has stepped down. So as it stands in Lagos State now, it's a clear consensus because all the aspirants who purchased forms step down, and the Electoral Act allows for that. The Electoral Act says that before you can have a consensus, all the aspirants who have been cleared must voluntarily support the consensus candidate. And as far as Lagos State is concerned for the governorship, it has been done in compliance with the Electoral Act. And to that extent, we can say if other states can emulate Lagos State, that would be good for internal democracy. But unfortunately, Ogun State too was able to achieve the same feat. But unfortunately, aside from Lagos and Ogun State,